Welcome back, everybody. We got another
Yeah.
Grody review to do tonight. You guys pumped?
Yeah, totally, man. I'm ready for this.
We've
I'm
got
excited.
we got two good books again to talk about, man. And I think one of these books was probably the most fun that we've had for humorously in a comic in this indie circuit for a while. And so tonight we're going to be talking about Aaron Lopresti's Kit Carter,
Yeah.
Planet Doom.
This is one of my favorites. This that come out of indie comics right now. This is a
Really?
fun read. Yeah, man. There's a lot of good books, but this one it's fun. It's I don't know, man. It's just like very well done. It was a very entertaining read. Like I had a great time reading this book. The
Oh, most
artwork's
definitely.
freaking awesome.
And we're going to be getting into the art and everything and the characters, but that book, just aside from the characters with the layouts and the color, the book has personality in itself, and I really like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one that we're going to be looking at is from Jason Bascom and Ink Spots with Unhinged Ink, and that is Frog G.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what you say about that one.
Dude, when you want to say grody, this is the type that you want.
Yeah.
Just kind of like not really like not bad art, but like filthy art. You know what I mean? It's not like perfect lining and everything. It's very thick lines. The colors and everything are very like gritty. It's oh man, this is the kind of book I like. This and Roach Balls are what I would consider grody. But Frog G, I had a lot of fun with, and we'll get into those in a second. Let's see.
Roach Balls was another good one. I wonder if you can still buy that book somewhere.
I'm not sure. You'd have to talk to Rich Ayala about that one.
Or like Frog G. Can you get Frog G anywhere? I know he was in the chat earlier.
I put the sign-up page for issue 2 in the comments. Nice. So if you want to get on that, I'm sure there's going to be a catch-up tier, but I highly recommend a catch-up
There's
tier.
always got to be a catch-up tier. We were just talking about that yesterday on my channel. You got to have it, man, because if I see a book I like, I want to be able to catch up, get all of them. What's going on,
Jason? Let's see. We'll catch up with the chat a little bit. Ink Spots is up in here. Yep. Catch up tier in book 2 campaign.
That's good to hear.
Looks like D-Wag's been here way earlier than need be for this one, but that's awesome. Appreciate you just coming by and saying hey. Oh, wow. And then Frog G is also here too. So apparently in the comments, everybody's blaming each other if we find something bad with the book. If anything that's bad, it was Ink's fault. Ink says anything that's bad is Frog G's fault. And then they come to a consensus that it was Aldis's fault.
Yeah, you know what else? I always like blaming B-Rose for everything.
Yeah, even when he's not here, it just feels right. It's B-Rose's fault.
Yeah, it just feels right when you say that he's
wrong. He's allowed so much to take place, and I'll never forgive him. The fourth horseman has come into the panel. Let's go.
There he is. What's going on, man?
I've been back here. I heard every word you guys said.
I don't believe you.
It's going to be your fault. That's what it is. We're going to blame you on anything that's in these books.
On me?
Yeah, on you. We're just throwing blame around over here.
Cheers to that. I'll drink to that.
Unhinged says yes. # blame B-Rose.
Yeah.
Zaid Raid.
Hey, what's going on? That's awesome.
All right. What everybody? Bow, pow, all them good ones. # crack pack for life.
Well, I just found out. Okay, so I was watching the Ethan streaming this morning.
Okay.
He was saying bow. I didn't know what bow meant. I thought bow was like bow, because they're always like bow, 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 or whatever. No, it's like bow, like you're bowing.
I don't know. I don't know if even. I think that's coming in on somebody else's territory. That's somebody else's trademark. He's got his own. I don't know if he should be saying bow.
No, somebody was saying it in his chat, and he was asking them about it, and then they clarified.
Fair enough. We'll let it slide.
I think that's how it went. Something like that. because everybody's got, like you're saying, their own, F. Dan,
Right.
Bow.
Shoot.
What's Bancroft? Mad Lad. I'm
Yeah.
officially a Mad Lad.
Speaking of, I hear Bancroft's starting to take our
He's moving
gig
into
now.
our territory.
What's
We gotta
going
take
on
him
with this?
So I just watched the video he did, and Bancroft's he's moving into our turf, man. We got to
Nah.
do something about this.
Nah,
He
he
said
needs
he's
back
going to
on
start
the
making videos talking about indie comics
No.
and be the hub for all indie, all these indie crowdfunds
That
and
is
shit.
our thing.
I'm like, that's what we've been doing. How dare you? So we got to take him down.
Yeah. Underground live on your channel, over here on the campaign train on mine. Fuck that,
Yeah.
Bancroft. Get your own shit.
Yeah, no shit, man. Go back to doing launches, comic launches.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Aaron Lopresti is a beast. I've really seen him improve since he's gone from mainstream to indie. It feels like he's having fun. And you're damn right.
Yeah,
Kid
man.
Carter
He's killing
is
it.
all about fun when it comes to Aaron.
Yeah, I know. Artwork, dude. This artwork is like amazing. This is like the artwork I like to look at.
I love that it's like a blow up comic. I love that it's oversized.
Yeah, that too. That's awesome.
Because it really helps complement the colors and the drawings in here. The line art is great. And look at this. Almost every single panel, you won't believe it, has a fucking background.
Dude, look at this. This is like this right here. This page is like one of my favorite pages right here. This book is just freaking badass.
Yeah. Let me adjust down here. I'll adjust my camera so we can look at it through my scope.
There you go. Yeah, you're gonna be reviewing it, right? You should probably you're gonna want to make yourself big at some point.
I mean, also since you've backed it and you've read it, you can chime in too. This isn't just a me thing. There's four
I'm
of us
gonna chime in. But yours is upside down.
Oh yeah,
of course I'm gonna chime in. Yeah, it's me. I never shut the fuck up.
Here we go. So yeah, Kit Carter, Planet Doom, and this is an excellent cover. I like it, but for me, and this is just me only, it's a little blurry for the detail of this cover, and I don't know if that was purposeful, like it's his own thing, or if it was like blown out of proportion to try and fit the cover.
Or like it was like an original size, and then you said they did an expanded cover, like it's bigger.
Right, it's beautiful.
So they blew it up a little bit.
I do like this, but it's just a little fuzzy. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I see what you're saying, but I'm not sure if that's what's going on here. Because I'm looking at the line work. The line doesn't look maybe a little blurry, but that could also just be the art style.
Well, so that's why I'm not like being here or there. Just it's something that I caught and I didn't know if it was supposed to be accurate or not.
It definitely is different than the text. The text is like real clean, and the artwork is a little like blurry. And I wish I could zoom in.
Darren, you sir are a gentleman.
Yeah, D-Wag. I'll tell you what, dude. D-Wag's really helped out us just by coming over and just like blowing us up on Twitter to help us try and get some eyes. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Darren. That's badass. We've been noticing a difference since you've been like popping in and helping us out.
Doubt.
And Ben's
I got
right,
all the respect in the world for anyone that's going to go start shit for anything on X.
Right.
Yeah, dude. It's always fun to drink a little and then barbecue and then start shit on X.
Fanta's here.
Hey, Fanta, what's going on?
What's going on, girl?
What's up, Fanta?
So, real quick, have you read Kit Carter or Frog G? Let me know in the comment, and we might just tag you on.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Now, I do wish I got the hardcover.
Okay.
And I wish this was a cover. You know what I mean? That's
a poster. That's what that's.
Oh yeah, you're right. That should have been a poster.
There's actually a lot of pinups of Kit that could have taken place to be a poster.
Dan Lawless he killed it on that one.
But let's get into these pages now.
Yeah.
So right out the gate, you get a splash page of this big molten lava character known as Schmagma.
And Ben was talking about the Kelsey colors. I love Kelsey's coloring, man.
You can see it right there.
Yep.
And then they grace us not just with one splash page, but a double splash page on the very next page.
And actually, that's probably one of my favorite pages. Is his double splash? Maybe not.
I was going to say you're talking about posters.
Yeah, maybe not my favorite page out of this book because there's a lot to choose from. But this is a really cool double page. Wow.
It looks like I'm just looking at TNA, but it's because the camera and this is an oversized comic, so excuse me.
Yeah, it's the camera's fault.
Benjamin said solo layout. I'll go ahead and do that, and you guys
there you go.
Follow. All right, here we go. All right. So Kit Carter is, of course, about a space ranger named Kit Carter, and she goes on these little mischievous missions with her buddy Merv, who is a space chimp, which you noticed right here. And the dynamic between these two, I don't know how Kit hasn't killed him herself yet. That's the kind of dynamic that they have.
Yeah, it's like a marriage almost. It's almost like they'd be married.
Oh yeah, is this supposed to be like reminiscent of Aaron and Shelley?
It does look suspiciously a lot like them. Like that monkey looks a lot like Aaron.
Does he look like him, or is it just the attitude?
Maybe it's the attitude. It's like Aaron's like inner monologue. You know what I mean? It's
but just before, I'm sorry. Can you go back to that previous page just real quick?
Yeah.
They got a similar thing on that page right there too, but I love this. Top right corner, her face. Can you is there any way you can zoom in or focus on that?
Push the book down a little bit. That one or the one above it? I like the one above it actually better.
Okay, I like that too, but the one that I was looking at, I like them both. The one that I'm looking at right there, that profile.
Yeah.
There is just so much happening with that picture that I love. In particular, the lighting, like the way they color that. It's simple, it's soft, but there is still I don't know how to describe. There's still emotion going across on her face with a profile like that. That to me is one of those things that stands out. Like that is awesome. And not to mention, and I know this is a stupid pet peeve thing, but the lighting on her face matches the lighting on the ear thing.
Yeah.
I was actually noticing that. I was noticing that ear thing. A little subtle, like that little light shimmer on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
that's a stupid thing that nobody ever notices, but that is one of those things that artists will catch.
Petridge Farr remembers.
So over here,
I love this page.
You tell the relationship and how Merv is right out the gate. So she's over here taking on Schmagma, and then she's calling on Merv to help her out, right? And then you get this little nugget right here just to show you exactly who Merv is.
Toilet paper stuck to his shoe.
That's right. He says, sorry, I was in the can. You're on mission, lady's about to die, and you're worried about taking a dump. Pinch it off and get out there.
We got to deal with Schmagma. And I love the names, man. This is just, like I said, a fun book.
It gets more zany. This is very comical. And, with just the names alone, Kit Carter's boss, his name is Captain Inaction. It's not spelled in action, but that's what his name is. And I love this. This should be on my wall as a poster.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's like
what sells it.
No,
I'm gonna go back to it. What sells it, man? Her face, the way that they do it, you could screw that whole thing up with just a mediocre face, and that's.
My teacher used to say it leaves something to be desired. Unlike on Kickstarter, and it's more appealing. It's enticing. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's classy.
So it kind of has a James Bond intro, right? She's on one mission at the very beginning, and then it switches over to what actually is going to be taking place for the rest of the book. So we see here over on this page after they get back on the ship that some little purple alien dude is carrying what looks like a takeout sack. And for some reason, that's a play in this book, is about going and getting lunch for the Demon King here. Lord Menace, that's his name. So he's out trying to get something for Lord Menace, gets swallowed up, and they learn about it, and is like, oh no. So here's Lord Menace. He looks like something right out of Thundercats.
Yeah, he's like your cliche, just like, you know, he's like your Lord Menace. He's a menace to the population on planet Doom, right?
Yeah. And for Lord Menace, the very first thing out his mouth is, where is my lunch? So it's just going to be, a little spoof on how these space galactic adventures go. Is it too much to ask for takeout just once? On this planet, yes. But the art is great, and the play on colors, the contrasting in the background versus the colors of the actual characters is spot on. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and I like the way he draws aliens. Like, he has all the detail in, like, the right spots.
Yes.
Like, around the eyes and stuff. Looks really cool. I dig it.
So anyway, he finally gets his lunch, and inside the lunchbox is what's known as the Eye of Amanon. So it's basically that they stole this little trinket from like a guardian that protects it out on the outer edges of space. And it has this massive power that can help either create or destroy. And so Lord Menace, who's supposed to be the bad guy, is trying to save his planet with the orb. That doesn't sound too menacing until you find out why he's trying to save his planet, and it's to keep his servants, have something to rule over, and then he wants to use it to go destroy the enemies that ever doubted him and made fun of him and mocked him. So this is a teenager.
I support this.
This is a teenager in an adult's body. And of course, we got the Mandalorian. His name's
I swore he drew like Star Trek. I mean, Star Wars, but I don't think he did. He should have, because he would have killed it.
These names are so weird, like Glockmanian. Like, I know you're saying Mandalorian, Glockmanian.
That's actually cooler looking than the Mandalorian.
I like it. That crotch piece is something else. But so
it is
and everything.
Oh,
he says what he's going to do with it, and then we go back to Kit Carter again. Another good that could have been a pinup.
Yeah, there it is. Oh, the suit's all torn up. I need a new one.
Yeah. For some reason, the heat shields weren't working that well.
Dude, I gotta say about this, like, the guy who did whatever the costume choices were in, I think it was the third, like episode 3 Star Wars movie, when that stupid thing, maybe it was episode 2, they're in the whatever pit and they're all fighting, and the princess, what's her name, Amidala or whatever, the one creature comes up and does the scrape across her stomach, and there's no scrape, but it just takes like a little bit of shirt off.
There we go.
That was one of those things that was just like the stupidest of like ridiculous fan service. They need to take a point from this. This is how you do whatever it was you were trying to accomplish with that.
They should have ripped off the whole midsection of her clothes off.
Right.
I mean,
she had that whole thing with she had a whole conversation with Carrie Fisher, who told her absolutely do not let them do that to you. Like, they had a whole thing where they shut that down.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, that's what it's. Women don't let men have any fun.
Attack of the Clones, though, because we got the midriff from her when she was getting slashed by the monster in the pit.
Well, yeah, but she should have done more. He's saying
that's as far as they were able. That's as far as they let it go. Was the ridiculous like midriff thing?
No more slave girls.
So Merv's over here complaining about how he almost died and everything, and she's telling him to be fit. on his diet. And his diet's pizza and beer, so that's why he's pointing at his gut. But you can see the name right here. Captain Inaction. So
I didn't catch that when I read it.
Dude, the small details, if you pay attention, are what really drive this book home. It's what I love about it. So her boss, Captain Inaction, reminds me a lot of J. Jonah Jameson, just with a lower IQ.
He kind of reminds me of the boss. I like that he's smoking in his helmet.
Yes,
and he's got a little pipe that comes out of his helmet.
Yeah, he put in the air and he put in the ventilator pipe right there. You can see. I solved the smoke problem. Had this exhaust pipe put in.
I like that a lot of people are smoking in this book too. It makes it kind of funny.
Look, I wonder what. I'm curious what brand of cigar he's smoking.
Why don't you just take off your helmet? And he's like, "We're in space, you lunatic." That doesn't make sense when you're inside a fucking spaceship, but okay.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, and she doesn't have a helmet either. Like, obviously, they've got the Class M pressure and everything.
Yeah, and that helmet.
The layouts of this thing are just great. I love how they don't stay inside panels. They like take the heads out or give them circular bubbles around them.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to kind of like visualize or to, I don't know, just my brain doesn't always think like that.
Yeah.
If you got heads talking, you don't see it very often. People just do big old square panels.
So let's say those suits never get ripped in the good places.
They never do, right? They like reinforced or something.
Well,
it's like the black box on a plane.
You're not watching the right animes.
He kind of looks like Kolchak's boss. That's fair. Oh, man. But anyway, another really cool thing that they did with the paneling. So down here, he's like, why'd you even want to become a space ranger? She's like, why? And then you see the thought bubbles turn into the panel.
Oh, yeah. So that for the flashback.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, for what this guy's saying to this young girl, look how disinterested he looks. Someday, young lady, you'll be called upon to save the people of the galaxy. It ain't no big thing. Kind of bored.
But yeah, is he like is he supposed to be who's that, Flash Gordon or something?
Yeah, kinda. So he's telling her like all the good traits that she has to become a hero. And then on the next page, you can see that's a fucking TV show that she's watching. So they just told her story through television. And she's just chilling there now. And then when this backstory is done, you can see the guy wiping the smoke away of her thought bubbles. Like we're ending the scene.
Yeah, I love smart. That. I love that. That is cool.
Yeah, that is clever.
And look how innocent and nice she looks there. I love that shot.
Yeah, again with the faces, man. The faces, the way, like we're only a couple of pages in, and you talked about it a couple of times, and it keeps standing out to me. The way that they're emoting, the way that they're getting emotions out there in the face like that, that is an enviable skill.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Totally agree.
I was going to say this earlier, because even like with the aliens, where like you have very simple designs, you can still very clearly see the emotions going through their heads.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I love it when greens and purples start going against each other. I just love the contrast of it. But this is going to be the protector of the Omninon. And I started talking about it with guest in the back. I was like, when I heard of Omninon, my mind immediately went to the
Phenomenon.
And I started reading the book with that playing in my head, and it fit. If you played that song to this book, it would fit.
Did you see who just jumped in our chat? Who has the gall to come into our chat after he's trying to
Oh,
move
there he is.
in our territory.
No, we're pausing it. We got a bone to pick with you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you've been up to.
Yeah. What's this I hear
Heard
about becoming
things.
a hub for indie comics?
What's this hub for?
This hub for checking out campaigns.
Yeah, just looking at talking about campaigns and
Yeah.
critiquing them a little. That's
I
a
don't know if
real
you've
cool
noticed
idea you got there, Michael.
What have you got to say for yourself?
That's
You
so,
should
that's so
be
weird. It's almost
ashamed.
like you got that idea from other people that have been doing it for a little bit.
Yeah.
No wonder.
Pretty sure there's a trademark or something on. I don't know.
Do you even have a silent assistant that sits on the side?
How do you sleep at night?
We got Bancroft in the chat, and we
What's
even
going
have
on,
Dojo
Bancroft?
Crew.
What's
What
up, Dojo?
brother? Been a minute.
What's up, Dojo?
Hell yeah. Just floating around in the ether.
In the ether called YouTube on mine and Jake's channel.
Yeah, Peter Orchard Studios, and then over here, if you want to look at stuff, go check out the campaign train on my channel. Go check out Comics Underground live on Peter Orchard's channel. We're going outside of the bubble to look at all of the indie comics.
We're gonna look at them all.
We don't give a damn about the platform. Fund My Comic, Indiegogo.
Yeah. For the most part, I'm not a big fan of Kickstarter, but you know
what you're going to get, but it's still fun.
That's why we talked about it. But yeah, you know what you're going to get on Kickstarter. You're going to get a bunch of those.
You got to look for those diamonds in the rough sometimes.
TNA covers. That was Indiegogo, my friend, and that was a diamond in the rough.
Patter. Oh my god,
best book of the century.
But yeah, guys, Kit Carter is a fun read. I love the innuendos that take place with the characters, even their names and some of the monsters that they go and fight. The art's fantastic. Aaron Lepresti blew it out of the water this time around. This is
he was in the chat
once. You read this.
I want to know where you can get it. Does he have a website? He's got a website, right?
What is his website? Is his website Empire Comics?
Cold Crocodile Press or no, Empire Comics. Is that it? I think it's Empire Comics. I think you're right about that.
Okay.
But I don't know what the actual.
You can go get this on his website at empirecomics.com.
And it's totally worth it. This is a great book. This is what reading comics is all about. Is this
100%.
Right,
yeah. You got me sold out. To be honest with you, like when you first opened it up, I was going through the motions, and then the more we saw, the more like I talked about it, wax on early on. Like I was sold immediately.
And there's like a pacing when it comes to books. You know, sometimes you can read like a big book in 10 minutes. Right. Sometimes it takes like a book about this size. You could literally read it 5 times, and you're still kind of like, I'm not quite sure, but I think people are too busy.
It looks to me, this is just me, that you're focusing too much on the characters and what they're doing versus building the world and the assisting characters.
I mean, sometimes it works. In this case, this book is like a nice, easy read. I think I read it in like maybe 30 minutes. I took my time, maybe 30, 40 minutes to breathe it all in because I love these oversized. When you got a big size book like this, it really gives you the chance to just like look at everything. If you got that kind of time, if you're rushing, you could probably like kill it in about 20 minutes, right?
If you're rushing, but you don't want to rush.
If you're rushing,
don't do it. Enjoy it.
Meant to be
enjoy it. You got to breathe that thing in, man.
All right.
When you got good art, yeah.
And I've talked about this other book we're going to look at in a second. I've talked about it before on this channel. I think on your channel too, Peter. But we haven't done the Grody review, and this book is Grody. Okay.
I like the sound of that.
Oh man. So kind of like Roach Balls, you know, that Grody kind of art style and storytelling and, you know, the innuendos and I guess you could call them ailments that take place in that book. But yeah, dude, this one was great. Frog G is from Jason Bascom and Ink Spots. Let's see. Do they have an editor? Edited by Aldous. Okay, that's
so
fair.
you can't blame him then.
Aldous on the farm. Oh yeah, he is the one to blame. You're safe this time, Stanley.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
And B Rose, I forgive you.
yeah.
This
Can't
time.
blame it on this time. So I absolutely love this kind of art style because it's not clean. It's very like etched. Like all the lines are etched. They're thick. They're not very like smooth and flowing. This is the kind of book that I like to read. It reminds me of stuff like the Max or the Mask and that kind of art style. And let me get you guys into this book because it's fun. So it's an interpretation of the Frog Prince, right? And it's the Frog Prince without any of the princes and princesses. Okay, these are, from what I get from this book, these are low lives. Okay, so
can you make that page? Can you make the page bigger? I can't quite see.
Oh yeah, I need to.
I want to see this. I want to get a closer look at it.
Yeah, I want to see that.
We
face
like
in
texture.
Enhance.
We like a Grody.
Oh yeah, text. I can definitely the promo art. I haven't read this book yet, but the promo art, I can see what you mean about the texture.
Here we go.
Like, there's a lot of different textures.
Look at this. So anyway, it's been a little bit since I read this, but so here's your the boss of this chick here, and this is the wife of the mechanic here. And I don't think we actually get names in this book. Hang on.
They're just NPCs. It doesn't matter.
Bro, you got.
She looks like second-rate April O'Neil.
So she does look like April O'Neil.
Oh,
look
yeah.
at that.
She does.
And anyway, her name's Lillian, and she's mad at him because her mother wants him to get a ring. It's time to lock it down.
Is that Andrew Tate?
It sure looks like it.
Well, he's got the money.
Okay, so Inkbox says this book was us being as indie as we could get. We used every medium: watercolor, ink, acrylic, charcoal, pencil.
That is freaking awesome. Yeah.
I love it, man. The more like original art medium, the better, in my opinion. If you can do colors without going digital, that's the way to do it.
That's an artist. That's an artist doing art.
I'm not knocking digital because I've seen a lot of amazing digital colors and some pretty decent digital art, but you can't beat original.
Yeah, I agree.
For legal reasons, this is not an actual documentary of my life.
Wait, did you date April O'Neil?
This is awesome.
What does she smell like?
Right.
Like some names and
does she smell like flowers, or does she smell like ass and turtles?
You know how that smell of like when you have to clean out the fish tank?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh God. I got a turtle, and yeah, man, that turtle stinks.
So he's done fighting with her about money because money is an issue in this one, and nobody is nice to each other in this book. Everybody is abrasive or curt, okay? And they are the most like mean-spirited people I have read in this book. Nobody's nice. And so Lillian leaves after their fight, and then this old wrinkly grandma comes up and is like looking for help on her vehicle. And he's like, listen, go get like your early bird special. It'll be ready when it's ready. I was like, all right. So everybody's just disrespectful in this thing. Cool. Don't even think about coming by tonight, jerk, as Lillian leaves.
Where does this take place? Is this like in the bayou or something? I want to say
this takes place. Doesn't really say. Yeah, it doesn't say. So it could be in your neighborhood. And I live up here in Clarksville. This looks like it's the people here in Clarksville, so we're good. But anyway, so he denies her, and she comes back later and puts a curse on him. And when she turns around to see him another time, she's just a skull. So this girl is a witch. Or some
That's
kind of
a witch right there.
And
I know
wickedly drawn too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because her mouth goes from that nastiness to that. So the next morning around 1 a.m.
I gotta say real quick, I love this page, this 1 a.m. page. The artwork on this page is badass. The colors, the lighting, everything right here I'm looking at looks freaking awesome.
The downward shot of the toilet. You don't see
Even
many
the
of those
toilet.
panels where you do a downward shot. I love those.
I was going to say two things on this, and you stole my thunder on that. The downward shot, that is next level epic. And also the way that it's done, like that, how it's grainy, that whatever medium you're using on that is freaking awesome. But also, I absolutely adore that the clock. Like many people would like, they would want the whole clock. They want you to know that it's 1 o'clock and they took all of that, threw it out the window. That is like such an artistic move. It's a stupid thing to point out, but it's like such an artistic move. It's like they gave the reader the ability to figure it out. You know, like everything that you need is there, and they're not going to like shovel everything to you and make it easy.
Plus the little like hint at the bottom right there of what's happened.
Mm-hmm.
So that night he's like, "Ooh, a headache. I have a headache." And so he goes in the mirror, and what's he see? But he has turned into a hideous looking frog. He's got a weird ass goatee that he didn't have before. This is so good.
All the details on the warts and shit.
Not only that, look at the eyes. The eyes are what got me.
The eyes, I think, in all the artwork I've seen, the eyes would get me every time.
The way the lighting hits I love this. This is
I love that page too.
5. Art style wise, this is one of my top 5 for this indie circuit.
It's definitely unique and it stands out, and that's what I want to see when I'm looking at books. It's something that pops and looks good.
It's striking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he goes in search of the old woman. He finds her and sees that she's changed into this. He's like, "You need to turn me back." So she sends him on a quest to kill somebody or search somebody out so they can help him because she's not going to. There's the little skull to play it out, and she sends him to like a different realm.
Oh, what are all those things flying around him?
Those are skulls and eyes.
God, the amount of time it must have taken to do that right there.
What is the medium on this, by the way? I see the ink. How is it colored?
Oh, he said he went all out, man. He went with watercolor, ink, acrylic, charcoal, and pencil.
Yeah, he named like 8 different mediums.
So did you guys do this on canvas first and then go into digital to correct some stuff? Let us know.
Like, you did the art and then you placed it on the page, like you organized it on a page?
Yeah, I got questions.
We were just talking to somebody about that yesterday. No, that was Ben, right?
It
was
does.
Ben.
It grabs you.
We were talking to Ben about that with the watercolor, how they did it.
And again, I'm a sucker for the greens and the purples when they contrast like they were doing in Kit Carter. It just, it's so good. So she knocks him on his ass. She's the hot chick once again. And he's like, "Where'd you take me? Where am I?" He's like, "You've got so long before you got to finish this quest I'm about to send you on." So here comes some molten men to try and kick his ass. So action ensues. Yeah, Mike, I need a 4K camera. Hopefully I get one for Christmas. Megan.
I like that.
I like it. This is so good.
All like the little details, man. And when you have to like look at all the little details, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, and look at this. Look at this. No fucking dialogue. No fucking dialogue because you don't need it.
Yeah, the artwork carries it on its own.
Go back a page. Go back
a page.
Not the next page. The next one.
Well, yeah, no dialogue on this one either.
Well, what I'm saying is, I would like a little more onomatopoeias.
Ah.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I'm seeing some crumble, some screeches and crashes, and
Okay.
maybe it could have used the gasp, but I guess we got the exclamation, so that works. That's cool. But on that next page, I don't know. I love it when somebody gets creative with the words, with the like the sound words and shit.
I got to say something about that. Like, I do not disagree with you. However, I believe it was on the prior page. He says sploosh, and that immediately takes me to Archer.
I do like that. Sploosh
Ink
is a
spot.
good one.
Says both acrylic and also digital. It was started on paper and canvas, then scanned in and finished digitally.
Okay, that's cool, man. And y'all sold some of that original art too on your campaign, right? Because when you got stuff like this,
I like this. There's a lot of white. You could have expanded it a little bit, but I get what you were going for.
Yeah, and it looks freaking awesome. It looks like fun. I like how you did those panels.
Yeah. So he's fighting and everything. But anyway, so we get back here and everything.
Cool.
Oh yeah. So he's going against some monsters and everything. He gets his butt handed to him. He dishes it back also. And it's, oh my god, these pages.
Yeah, man, that is. Yeah, you're right. This does kind of remind me of like Roach Balls in the Max.
Yeah. Kill a god.
Little of that Odd World Odyssey.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but the witch sent him on a hunt for one individual that he meets back here in the back, right? And they have their little standoff, and there she is. She's a beauty.
I like the colors on that face.
This is the kind of girl you swipe up on.
No, you wouldn't take her out. Just you see how it goes.
Is that her PFP?
Right.
It's got to be a filter, right? You got to see what's under that filter.
But yeah. The use of space for these panels is just so good. Because they know they don't need much. Like, I see people like try and put like 7 to 9 panels on one page, and you get lost in trying to figure out what's going on. I did not have a problem figuring out what one panel leads to the next. It's
like looking at artwork and there's a story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a story along the. You also get a story out of it, or you get a story and you get like some really awesome artwork. But
yeah, she's the gatekeeper to the underworld. She wears different heads of her victims.
Does she change clothes?
Do the curtains match the what's that?
The drapes.
Yeah.
So anyway, he meets her, right? Defeats her, and then I thought that that's where the journey was going to end, right? But then a secondary threat comes in at the end that leaves it as a cliffhanger. And I was like, wait a minute, there was no mention of that second threat from the witch. So I'm guessing that's going to be unveiled in book 2, which they have the sign-up page for.
Ooh, I gotta go sign up for that. Is that on X? On the X.
It is on the X.
Frog. I'm gonna go to Frog
That's
G.
July.
I'm pretty sure I'm following Frog G.
Yeah.
Yep. Where's that? I'm gonna go sign up for it right now.
Yeah, I already signed up for it too. The link is in the chat for issue 2 of Frog G. I highly recommend it. I recommend that you go get Kit Carter also, because these are 2 fun books, man. The art is phenomenal, both with respect to both of the teams, and I'm looking forward to them. There could have been more done to show that there was like some kind of caring between Lillian and her soon-to-be husband, I guess. But with the way everybody treats each other, I guess that's just how it is. Which
I kind of like that.
Me. I love it.
It's like everybody's an asshole, and like who's the good guy?
Yeah, it's Al and Peg Bundy. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Not everybody can be spawned and cyber stalk their ex.
Right.
Yeah, right. That was kind of creepy.
So he defeats her, and then a second threat comes up at the end of the story, and I was like, "What the fuck?" There was no mention of this, and then I found out, oh, there, book 2 cliffhanger. I get it, and but yeah, great job on both of those books. Aaron Lepresi, Kit Carter, Jason, and Ink Spots for Frog G, and Aldis for editing and everything. I couldn't be happier. Frog G with the art, definitely one of my top 5 books. Kit Carter, definitely one of my top 5 just for enjoyment of a story. And yeah, I can't wait for the sequels to either one of them, man. I think it's going to be a fun ride when you get onto it.
Yeah, what are some other books that are coming out pretty soon? I've been trying to nobody's really talking about upcoming work right now, right?
Right.
I know crowdfunding's not that great at this time of year.
Not at all.
But people can still start getting the hype going, you know what I mean, for their books.
Most definitely.
I'm excited for Heat Punk by Vasilis Lolos. That's one that I'm really looking forward to.
Heat Punk?
Heat Punk, yeah.
I'm looking forward to getting my copy of Polar Destroyer.
Yeah, actually, that's one that's one that's already been out. But yeah, I actually really want to read that book.
That's good. Oh, and if you go on Fund My Comic right now, check out this one called Dead Crew and then Bolt Action.
Yeah,
those look
you can go.
We did look at we looked at The Crew. That was a good one.
All right, so what we ended up doing yesterday on my channel, we ended up going over all of those campaigns, the Dead Crew and Bolt Action. We were looking at we went more in depth with those. And I'm excited. Once I get some extra cash, I'm going to go back those books. We also found that that was it Trick and Treat by Ben Soto. His books are ready to go.
Oh yeah, Ben Soto.
His books are back it. He's gonna ship it in 2 days or so.
He does the Tricks and Treats anthologies. So 7 stories, 120 to 180 pages for his anthologies. And the art's great, guys.
And the second one that's the one that we were looking at that day, had the watercolor. Remember that one?
Yeah. Well, this one also has watercolor. He's got the some of the same artists on it.
Nice.
So hang on, let me get this out here.
I hear that sound of the plastic popping open on that, and that's just like music to my ears.
Yeah. It's bright, it's colorful. Let's get back down here.
Whoa. You see, I'm a good guy and say your camera's pointing down. They didn't tell me that yesterday, Stanley.
Are you wearing pants?
Yeah, dude. You don't want to see my dick?
Just saying.
I don't want to make anybody cry.
I'm the only one that could be completely naked.
No. I'm underneath the sweater, dude.
So Ben Soto, he's got volume 2 up, either in sign up or you can start back in the campaign now. But 7 anthologies. Let me get that.
No, but part 2 is what he has going in demand right now.
Right.
And you can get it and he'll ship it within a couple of days.
Yeah. There's that watercolor art that we were talking about.
Yeah. That was good too.
Yeah, it does.
I absolutely love this kind of art. Let me pick up my camera again if it wants to obey. Yeah.
At least yours can focus. Mine can't do that. I can't move mine around.
This kind of art I love.
Yeah, I dig this.
Like I said, it's not that clean art. I like it a little grody.
I'm mixed. It depends on the story, I guess.
Of course, but if it's got something I like, I kind of know what kind of story I'm going to be getting into.
Yeah, it works so much better on horror.
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely sets the stage, yeah.
Here's another one. Here's some more art. I haven't dived into these stories yet, but I just want to get you guys ready for the in demand of volume 2 because there is going to be a catch up to you, of course.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Dude, that was cool, man. I did not expect that. We were talking about volume 2 yesterday, and then you were like, "Oh, I got volume 1 right here." You just you happen to have it right next to you.
So I'm sure I'll get into this one like on another Grody review. But yeah, the art's fantastic. None of the art in this book is bad. None of it looks cheap. It's a really great anthology.
All right, which one of us is going to jail?
Yeah, no shit. That's not me.
I didn't do it this time.
I live in a good neighborhood.
That's me. And Savannah and I, my daughter over here. So we thought that we were losing a neighbor. We thought that's what's going on. Apparently, this is a parade, but we do parades a little bit different here.
Okay.
On a Thursday night?
Yeah, it was a little strange to me.
Everyone's going to sleep?
It's one of those parades where
homecoming or something?
Like 8 cop cars show up to the neighbor's house and invite him out into the cop car.
Oh, those parades, yeah. It's a parade of what do you call that? He's parading. They're parading their catch.
What?
That's part of the verdict that he hasn't received yet.
Yeah.
Aldous is here, the person we can finally blame for fraud.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you go back, both Jason and Xbox blamed you if anything was bad. So, there's your trustworthiness. There's your friendship.
Hey, turns out it was a good comic, so I guess we give you all the credit.
Good job.
Good job, Aldous. That was great work, man. That book is just amazing artwork. The story looks fun. I gotta tip my hat to you, sir.
Yeah. So now they know better. They'll be on this next issue.
You know what also I'm looking forward to is Groken 3. Groken 1 and 2. I am still like, I've read them both a couple times and I'm still kind of, I don't know what's going on. Wait, I need that axe to fall or whatever. I need whatever
that's why I can't get into it. So many people will say that they're confused about it, but the art is just phenomenal.
That's pretty much it in a nutshell. The art you could look at all day and night. The story it seems like it's really interesting and cool. There's something, I like some of the themes. It's like magic versus science kind of going on. And I can tell there's like a cool story going. I want to see where this is going, 2 issues in, and it's moving forward. It's moving. It's just, there's like a missing piece or something. Something's not quite, I don't know.
Is it on Fund My Comic?
I don't think so. He's doing sign up. Or is he already finished? I think he already closed the 3rd one.
Oh, really?
I think. Let me double check. That was on Indiegogo, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, because it's not showing up for me on the search bar anymore.
Broken 3. Oh, wait. What the hell? Indiegogo. That's it. I'm done with Indiegogo. Their search bar is dog shit. I'm done with Indiegogo. I'm never coming here again. I've had enough. That's a little.
Check us out on Peter's channel next time when we do Indiegogo comics.
Yeah, I'll be back. All right, here we go. Groken.
Yes. Did you get any books that you've looked through lately or anything?
Grody?
Yeah.
Oh,
Grody?
Too poor.
Huh?
Yes, I've been looking at them really intensely. I will definitely, for sure, pick some up soon, maybe.
I got to send you a copy of Pitter Patter.
No, I'm okay with that one. I don't need that one. I need a copy of it.
You'll like it.
I'm waiting for the oral retelling by Peter.
Yeah, man,
yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
I'm looking forward to doing it when I get the time to do it. Right after like days like today. Holy crap, dude!
Have you gone and messed with Udio?
Not yet. I haven't had time to do anything.
Oh. I did a song for Udio. I did a song for TubeBuddy on Udio the other day, and
we were talking about doing a live stream about just looking at all that AI, the Udio, and all those AI songs and everything, the videos.
Right.
But I heard somebody got their video completely taken down from one of those AI songs. Yeah, because I don't know how you copyright an AI song, but apparently you can.
Yeah, they give you the option. I could see. So they do give you an option. We can talk about it on the stream. They give you an option to, I guess, do the copyright or something on there.
Oh, okay.
So InkSpot suggested that we look at Atlantean because he's doing a painting of a cover for book 2.
Oh, let's do it. I haven't heard of this one. Where's it at?
I've got it up right now.
Is it on Indiegogo? Fund My Comic?
Fund My Comic. It's like old school Savage Sword of Conan, black and white. Good art. Russ Leach is the artist.
Oh yeah, me and you, Jake, we looked at this one.
Yeah, we did. 50 pages.
Nice.
Arrow Comics. Who is that?
Oh yeah, I definitely get Conan vibes off of this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was in there with y'all when we were looking at this.
Already got 142 backers, almost at 5,000, raised in 2 months.
Nice.
Closed 32 days ago.
Oh, so you can't back it anymore?
Yeah, funding is no longer available.
Is it possible on Fund My Comic after you've already closed the campaign to do like an in demand but call it the storefront? Or do you have to wait until it's like printed and ready to go?
I would imagine that's the same kind of thing. See, this cover right here reminds me of the old Golden Axe game.
I feel that. I feel where you're coming from.
Okay, and I just pulled up Groken 3. It's on Indiegogo.
In the time before Atlantis sank and the lands of the world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny. After the reality-shattering events in Volusia, Cull and Brule take a solemn vow to hunt down and destroy the hidden empire of the Serpent Men. These are the tales of those journeys and their great hunt.
That was a good read.
Bravo, bravo.
It's hard to do that, by the way, when you read it in a voice, and then people throw these crazy names at you, and you're like, in a world, like the time is dark, and Valchek Roganot.
Oh, book 2 is in sign up now. Okay, sweet.
Yes, I remember this. This was cool, man. I like that artwork. It was like Conan, really cool. But I mean, there's not a whole lot to say. It's like Conan, but it was like who's the artist that did those? I can't remember the guy's name.
Somebody tell Malin this is how you draw a horse right here.
He'll say that that's not big enough. I'm almost sure of it. We should like tag it. Like we should do the time tag and have him look at that, and then
the cross hatching is just
that is pretty good.
Perfecto, excelente.
And like you'd said in one of those prior ones we were looking at earlier, Kit Carter, where they have the faces separate from the panel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You used to see that a lot more.
Ferrigno cameo right here.
No, that's me. I just shaved with all the women around.
Okay.
You don't see the likeness? I modeled for like 8 hours for that piece.
Had to shave.
Yeah.
This is some really good art. For black and white, this is the kind of art you want to do. You want to do heavy on the shadings. You want to do heavy on the cross hatches. Heavy on the black. Yeah, this is really good art.
Yeah, I agree. Like the line work, the just the way everything is laid out, very well done.
I do like the layout.
It didn't require color for separation.
Now, right. I am a little mixed on this one thing. It's a little confusing with the black bricks in the background and the black word boxes.
I see that.
Only because I'm looking at it and it's tiny on my screen. It took me a second to catch that those were words. But I'm sure if I was holding it up close, it probably wouldn't be. Or if it was colored, that wouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah,
it doesn't help. It doesn't help that you got the words that are all tiny and stuff like that, and then you have that top left entire quarter of the panel that kind of catches your attention.
I just noticed this. There's like a serpentine face in this mountain range back here.
Over the city? Is it gonna like eat the city? I do like the black word boxes, by the way. I'm not knocking the black word boxes. That's cool. It just it was blending in.
Okay, so let's see. We got 50 pages here.
Yeah.
And we've got
50 pages. How much is
pages, it? $15.
Hey, that's a good price, especially when you get artwork like that.
First print run with the Golden Axe cover. All right. Uh-oh.
What's the uh-oh? What am
I got a child whining.
Oh. But is this something that's still open, or is it closed?
No,
Can you still back this?
No, this one's closed, but the sign up for issue 2 is on.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. We got $25 for 2 prints, so save $10 when you get 2. $35 plus shipping for a book plus a signed print. That's not bad. $45 for issue of the Atlantean plus the hardback version of the Shadow Kingdom. Okay, that's pretty good. $90 shipping for book plus a sketch. So you're going to get a sketch with it. Signed. Nice. And then $200, we got the original page art. 1 copy of the book.
Yeah.
Nice.
How did it? Is it
signed?
Okay, so the creator of this, who's the creator of this one?
Randy Zimmerman and Russ Leach. So Randy Zimmerman, editor-in-chief at Arrow Comics and has almost 40 years of experience in the industry. Russ is an award-winning artist that worked with well-known IP such as Batman and Doctor Who, as well as his own creator-owned books.
Nice.
Okay. You got
Can we
time being dropped there.
Can we do an awards show on like y'all's channels so that like we can hand something to somebody so that they can also be award winning?
That's exactly what we're going to do, and we'll invite Malin and Ethan let the people come in and just
allowed
to vote, but only if they subscribe.
Only if they subscribe,
right? That would have been a good idea actually, to only allow the chat in, and then not do a poll on some website. Just do a poll in the chat.
What's going on, Elliot? Welcome to the
Elliot, what's going on, man?
Glad you popped in. John Buscema was the artist on the original. Russ is very influenced by that old school style.
Shows.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Okay. That's not bad, man.
Yeah.
The Atlantean. All right. Now here's one that we talked about earlier. Bolt Action.
Hold on a minute. I saw one that looked okay. Never mind. We can just look at Bolt Action. There was like a TNA book next to it.
We got the TNA right here.
Yeah,
dude, that's not too bad.
It's really cool, man.
25 backers, 1135 raised in 1 year. This is a storefront, so don't worry about that. No end date. Bolt Theater, an urban legend or something more. Bolt Action tells the story of the haunted theater known as the Bolt that mysteriously burned to the ground on a cold evening in 1936, killing the entire crew. But the tale didn't end with ashes. For now, the ghostly theater and its strange crew members appear at random places and times, exactly at midnight, and show the greatest and strangest grindhouse films to anyone who is lucky enough to possess a ticket. Hosted by the seductive head usher Rhonda and the basement-dwelling cleaning crew, Bolt Action is a unique comic that is truly like no other out there. And now the first 3 issues can be yours if you have a ticket.
I like this idea, man. And the ticket can be yours for the low, low price of $10 an issue.
$10 an issue ain't bad.
And I think even at a deal,
you even get like a little homemade like ticket.
Yeah, that's so rad.
That's awesome. I'd do it alone for that.
Yeah.
Do it in a voice like you did before.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I find something else down here I can read. Nope. All art. All right, here we go. The Bolt Theater, an urban legend or something more. Bolt Action tells the story of the haunted theater known as the Bolt that mysteriously burned down to the ground on a cold eve in 1936, killing the crew. But the tale didn't end with ashes. For now, the ghostly theater and its strange crew members appear at random places and times exactly at midnight and show the greatest, strangest grindhouse films to anyone who is lucky enough to possess a ticket. Hosted by the seductive head usher, Rhonda, and the basement-dwelling clean crew. Bolt Action is a unique comic that is truly like no other out there. And now, The first 3 issues can be yours if you have a ticket.
All right, there we go. Yeah.
That's the way to do it right there.
By the way, Jake is you can hire him for voiceovers if you need. He will
find him on Cameo.
Yeah, Cameo. That's the one.
All right, so I need to go make a Fiverr account.
You can have mine. I'm done with it. I'm sick
Oh,
of
shit.
it.
But yeah, these covers are amazing, man.
Yeah, I like the interiors of these. The covers are awesome, but I like the interior. The artwork.
Oh yeah, look at this. This is Grody.
I was just gonna say, if he's gonna do signed copies like that right there, like he's got that red text. I hope to God he's got like a red Posca marker or something that he's signing with. I think that would be just freaking epic.
That would be awesome. Yeah, these interiors are fire. Look at that. Look at that car.
Yeah, that's
the
badass,
speed lines
man.
on the wheels.
Yeah, it is.
Smoke off
with the face, the eyes on the top of the panel.
Yeah, even that bottom left face is like a little off, but I kind of like that. I like when you got like a bunch of awesome artwork, even like a weird looking face kind of fits and makes it even better. You know what I mean?
It does. It does. Yeah. It plays into the aesthetic.
Flux. Track them. Find them. Kill them. Repeat.
I dig it.
I love that Grindhouse style.
Yeah,
that's
really
such a
good.
cool concept. Doing Grindhouse movies in a comic book.
Oh, and that's such a good name, Ginger Sin.
Where? I don't see the ginger though. I see the title. I'm saying, where's the ginger?
Oh, I'm sure she had to dye her hair for the part.
Oh yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, she's a blonde. Missed opportunity.
Well, I'm out. What is this? Is this on Indiegogo?
I'm in. I like the blondes.
I don't mind that actually.
I have 2 issues with this.
The Kickstarter cover.
Is that
what it is?
Isn't that the boss from Company Man?
But it's better than most Kickstarter covers. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Is that April O'Neil's jacket?
That's April O'Neil, dude. Didn't you read the original?
You've seen the new show? That's April O'Neil. Yeah, this is good stuff.
And he's also got
check it out.
Number 4 is also available on a different campaign. I want to see where this guy's at on YouTube or wherever, because I've never heard him or seen him anywhere promoting
Tim
this book.
Tyler, 39-year vet of the comics industry, Joe Kubert alumni, comic skeet, and collector of cool stuff. Worked on and created such titles as Blood Rain, Razor, Faust, Dreadstar, Engine, Deviljack, and more.
I mean, so I know what he did on those, because
I know I'm like
what's that?
I know that I'm like a fishing guy, and this probably is not going to be like a go over well as a joke. But that PFP, he looks like Jeremy Wade. Like
you're okay. You're right. You
see it?
No, I'm saying you're right. None of us got that reference.
Oh, fuck!
And it didn't go over well.
He looks like the dude from River Monsters.
Oh, River Monsters. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He does look like River Monsters.
This is good to know. Creative Face says Aaron Lopresti's site is just his name. Power Cubed is another fun sci-fi comedy and Aaron's first creator-owned work. Neat.
That's cool. Is that available on his website?
I'm gonna find.
Hold on a minute. Is it really AaronLopresti.com? There's no way. Hold on.
The only thing I can think of when I'm looking at this page,
holy shit, it is.
He's doing a whole grindhouse feel. This would be the easiest thing in the world to create like a animated trailer for.
Oh, most definitely.
Right?
And I'd probably enjoy it more than I did Creature Commandos.
I saw that pop up and I was like, I remember them talking about this, but I just wasn't sold. Honestly, I think I watched My Little Pony.
Dude, James Gunn fucked it up so bad, man. So bad. All the dudes are just brute dumbasses, and all the threats or all the smart people are the women. It's
okay. So Creature Commandos, I'm not too familiar with that one, but from what I understand, that there's that other series that oh my god, I just started that whole. I can't remember. Is it Geiger or is it what was the Ghost? The Ghost comic. It's like an indie comic, but it's he started with I think Geiger, and then they're doing like a team, and it's like obviously Creature Commandos, which was also obviously like Ghost Rider and a bunch of other characters.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not sure what you. I don't think I've seen that one. Heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember the name of that book. I saw it in the comic book stores, and it does look cool, but I can't remember.
Is Creature Commandos anything kind of like Capital Critters?
No, Creature Commandos. It's like taking place back during WW2, taking on Nazis, killing. Well, not killing Nazis and whatnot. After the war, they're looking for work to do, so they work with Amanda Waller. So Amanda Waller just made another Suicide Squad and calls it not Task Force X, but Task Force M for monsters, and it's Creature Commandos. But it's just the same formula that James Gunn has already spat out with Guardians of the Galaxy, spat out with Suicide Squad. The dude is a one-trick pony, and you have to see it to understand that you're just going to get the same thing with every single film.
So that's like very character driven. Like his success with Guardians of the Galaxy, that wasn't a bad movie. Like that series was pretty good,
right?
But it was heavily driven on Chris Pratt, the characters. Like that was very. So if he doesn't have Chris Pratt and he doesn't have Batista and those guys, you got nothing.
Yeah, all right. I was right. It's Geiger is the character. It's Jeff Johns. He's got that new series. Yeah, okay. And one of the characters looks just like that character from his name's Geiger. Or the comics is Geiger, and it looks just like the Creature Commandos guy that looks just like Ghost Rider. It's just
I'm sorry, I have a stupid sense of humor.
Glowing, fiery skeletons, and also looks exactly like Fearsome.
God,
I laughed at this as I was reading it like I'm a 13-year-old kid in junior high.
Yeah,
humor is
which is what you're going for. You got it. You got it out of me.
We'll definitely find this one on Kickstarter.
Kickstarter with some tits and ass. You'll do just fine.
There we go. Guys, we're at 1:13. We usually only go about an hour and some change. I want to thank you all for being here with us to the very end. It's been fun. Again, if you get the chance, go to AaronLapresti.com, get Kit Carter, because it is a fun read. The art's great. And
he's got cool stuff on there, too.
Sign up on Indiegogo for Frog G2. Because there's going to be a catch-up tier.
Do yourself a favor. It was a good one.
Guys, I appreciate you being with me here tonight. It's been a good...
man. This is a fun one.